Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of me attempting the USMC Table 2 course of fire drill. So this is a series of drills that the USMC uses to determine and maintain a shooter's proficiency, and I thought I'd give it a try with my M16A4 clone after someone suggested it to me. When we last left off, I'd just finished courses 1 through 3, so now we're going to wrap it up with courses 4 through 6.
Okay, so we're done with stage 3, so now we're going to do stage 4, position change. Mag of 18 is loaded into the rifle. This also has 3 parts. First one, 2 shots, standing to kneeling, followed by a control pair, fired kneeling in 5 seconds. Well, I was too slow. Okay, so first I was too slow. That was 5.34, and I actually only shot 3 shots, but I need 4 total. 1 standing, transition to kneeling for a second shot, then 2 more kneeling. So I'm going to keep that in there because it was the true run, if you will. But I'm also going to show the complete drill as well to see how it goes. Just keep in mind that kind of means I got to make up. Okay, so I didn't get the time right. I got, if you can see, 528, but at least I shot the correct amount of shots and my position for each was correct. So now we're gonna move on to the second stage in stage 4, so like 4B. And so I have to do 2 shots standing, 2 shots kneeling. I have to do that twice. And so I got my mags loaded up, and so let's get to it. That was in 490. I just find myself shooting at the pelvic region when I'm kneeling, probably just because it's more in line with my line of sight. I'm assuming that's fine. I haven't seen anything on the instruction sheet. Okay, and so the next for the third part of stage 4, we have failure to stop. 2 rounds fired to the chest, standing and kneeling, followed by 1 round to an alternate aiming area from the kneeling in 8 seconds. Then, okay, so basically I'm repeating kind of the stuff that I was doing before. One thing I'm also finding is, besides the technical skills, paying attention to directions is another thing. Remembering standing, kneeling, all the different instructions. But yeah, so more to learn. Let's set up over here. I definitely could have gone slower than that. I got 478. Yeah, I think the element of time, you always feel like you're going faster than probably you really are. And so I wanted to hit in the time zone, but I had 3-ish, a little more seconds left, 3¼ seconds left. So probably need to slow it down next time, but I think my hits are good. Yeah, to be honest, I can't tell. We'll see afterwards. Okay, so we are done with stage 4, and so now we're moving on to stage 5. It's called multiple targets. And so this one has 3 sections to it. So for 5A, this drill consists of a controlled pair standing on the left target. Okay, and I set up some more targets, followed by a control pair standing on the right target in a time limit of 6 seconds. Okay, that was in 4:05. So that's 5A. So now we get to do 5B. Okay, so it's the same thing, but this time when I go to the second target, I have to be kneeling instead of standing. I do this twice, 9 seconds each. So that was in 599. So one thing I'm noticing is I'm starting to get better at kneeling. My aging knees hurt, but yeah, I think I'm too quick at the last control pair, and so I could actually tell on the very last shot I was a little to the left, but I just said screw it anyway and shot it because I wanted to make time. But I actually had a lot anyway, so I'm continuing to notice that patience is key. Okay, that was in 563. So drill 5C. You have two targets, one on the right, one on the left. So you shoot one shot standing on the left, and immediately one shot kneeling on the left. Go to the right target, target number 2. You do 2 shots still kneeling, and then you shoot a third shot to the pelvic region on that right target. Go back to the left target, pelvic region, kneeling again, all in 10 seconds. Do it twice. I feel like for me, the biggest thing won't be accuracy, it's going to be remembering the drill itself. So, okay, let's do it. We got 9 seconds flat. So I said I got it. I'm pretty sure I did that right. It's one thing to rehearse it, but then it's one thing to do it in the heat of the moment. Well, okay, anyway, if anything, I think all I did is probably shot 1 shot less. But let's just call it good, and then let's do the second iteration of that. Okay, so I feel pretty good about, hold on, I tilted the tripod. So I feel pretty good about that one. That was a 904. Okay, so stage 6 is called speed reloads. And so basically the first time I'm going to do controlled pair fired standing, speed reload, controlled pair fired kneeling. Do this twice. Speed reloads sounds a lot like a recent video that I did that you should check out. Oh no. Well, I guess this is part of the drill, so we have a jam. So tap rack. I don't know. Am I allowed to? Okay. So basically I had a failure to feed, or some kind of double feed or whatever. I don't know if I'm allowed to just completely start over. I'm going to assume yes, but correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so as you saw right there, what happened is I had a failure to, I just had water. I had a failure to feed or a double feed or whatever. So I will keep that footage in, but I'm going to redo it. That was in 682. Yet again, so I had 8 seconds. So I had a little over 8 1/4 or 1 1/4 seconds left that I could have used. Need to slow down, especially when I transition to kneeling. I think for some reason, kneeling has been pretty hard for me. It's just not a shooting position I ever practice really. So that's definitely something I've noticed throughout the Table 2 course of fire, the training portion. So that was now in 645. I feel like speed reloads aren't as hard when I am just standing, but when I change position as well, I think that's where it kind of throws me off. I'm reloading into a position that I also am not too familiar with shooting in. And so that's where the hard stuff comes in. So let's go. We have to do this 3 more times. That was 677. That was 619. And that was 673. I think also when I get to kneeling, I think I tend to veer to the left a bit. Maybe just a posture thing. And so I have to kind of correct as well, which takes more time. Okay, so there is a stage 7 to this, but it involves moving targets. I don't have a way to do this, so I'm just going to keep it at stage 6. So with that in mind, let's look at our targets. Let me flip it around. So here's how we did for the very first target, which I mostly shot on. We can see here, overall, I got in the chest and the pelvic region. I missed the headshots, probably because of holds. And then I had some outside, but overall, you know, pretty happy for a dry run. So let's look at the second target. This one wasn't shot on much. And we have, okay, yeah, we have mostly center. It looks like that is actually from my peg, which is broken from a previous range session. I clipped it down there, but moved it up here. And then we have one center and one outside for the pelvic region. So we are done for the day with the Table 2 course of fire, the training day, great movie by the way, and then we have the qualification next. My thoughts? I really enjoyed it. I think this was some of the most fun that I've had in a while, probably because I get to compare my skills to a more formal drill, and because it showed me some areas that I definitely need to work on, and frankly, just shooting the M16A4 is always a blast, always a great time. What did I learn? So first, pacing. I've noticed I have more time than I think I do to shoot. I can take more time to aim properly. Second, kneeling. I am not used to kneeling, and especially going from standing to kneeling while shooting. That is something I need to practice more and just be more comfortable with. And third, knowing my holds at several different distances. I basically only shoot the ACOG within 200 yards, and so because I'm always at a known distance, I can use the BDC. But what if I move to 50? What if I move to 24? That is something that on this guy I am not as familiar with, and I think I would have had a little more confidence shooting from different distances had I known off the top of my head what those zeros, what those holds would have been. But overall, I really enjoyed this. I certainly recommend that anyone who hasn't tried this, try it. I will definitely be doing the qualification portion of this, so definitely stay tuned for that. And appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate any feedback you have, and I will catch you in the next one.